Yeah. Well, the net has been quite bad, so I'm not there. But let me say this: Okorocha in the first place is not from Oluzon. Okorocha was not a witness to anything that happened in Imo West Oluzon. First and foremost, let me make it very emphatically clear that the REC out with a public statement that he never ordered the returning officer to bring the process to Owerri. Secondly, we have on good authority that the returning officer is actually a son and in-law to the PDP senatorial candidate. Now, the process Okorocha is talking about is a matter for election petition tribunal. If you have proof, you see, and this stone throwing at the governor, some of these things are slanderous. And they are litigious. They are very, very slanderous. And they are very, very wrong. And he knows it. People can come here and say all manner of things. But the point is that the issue we came to discuss here is the issue of Durex. And I have told you here point blank that if refusing the collation, the returning officer, who was collating results brought in by the collation officers at the various local governments to come and collect for the senatorial election, if the collation officers at the local government were not satisfied with the results they had, they would have come and said elections did not take place. But they brought those results and submitted duly to the returning officer. It is not in his place to protest. The incidents were reported from 40GI. There are incident forms reports that are given to the local government collation officers from 40GI. And
Asimobi, let's hope that this connection can be a little better. But, you know, I don't even know, can you hear me, guys? Let's give that a shot. Mr. Asimobi, part of what you're saying, if the RO, as he says, that he declared those results under duress, and you said that you were part of those who insisted that he completes the process that he started. So, is it wrong to say that he was really under duress as a result of the action which you have acknowledged?
Fantastic, and not by the governor. It was not just me. It was all the agents of all the political parties. Even challenge people also would be accused of guilty also if it is an offense for holding under duress, because we know the implication. Now, it is instructive to note that Okorocha has been talking about security and trying to indict security. There is a video of a press conference held by the same so-called Professor Ibauchi, where he exonerated the military and the security, that they were fantastic, that they were wonderful, that they didn't do anything to him. That video is available, Chamberlain, and I'm going to send it to Channel TV, where the man said clearly that there was nothing like that. He never also mentioned Rochas Okorocha. He simply said he was held under duress. And I've told you the duress was in two parts. One was that he wanted to stop the process after announcing 9 local governments. I said, no, you must complete the process. When he confirmed from his REC that he should continue, he finished the process. Now, secondly, he gave us a wrong result sheet from EC8D. And we said, no, you must declare the winner from EC8E. And he said he forgot it, it wasn't given to them. REC confirmed that they were given. After some few minutes, from EC8E came on. That video you saw me in there was when we were telling him to go back inside and look for the result sheet. Eventually, they got it from EC8A and they returned His Excellency Senator Owele Rochas and Okorocha Imo West Senatorial Zone.
If I understand what you're saying, just hang on. If I understand what you're saying, number one, Charles TV was there as reporters doing their constitutionally required function. So there's absolutely no way that you could say that we were part of those who put him under duress, because you said you actually told him, no, finish the process. In other words, there were some actions by you compelling him to finish the process. So, did you have a right to actually...
No, I said agents of political parties. I said agents of 13 political parties.
Of which you were one of them. Is that the case?
International
Okay, from what he's saying, let's see if we can reconnect. From what he's saying now, he claims that agents of political parties were all present there. And so they were the ones who actually insisted that he finish the process that he started. And number one, not the governor. So that they or he couldn't have said, or we can't impute meaning that it was the governor who put them under duress, because he is owned up and say, look, insofar as agents were there, they all were party to the same matter.
These issues are very simple to determine. Did the governor put calls of threat? NTN can bring all these handsets and bring out the calls and bring out the voices of who spoke to who. But we can't say
for sure now, can
we?
No,
of who spoke to who. I can tell you for certain that I know Rochas Okorocha. I worked with him as his advisor.
But that's a different case.
And I am telling you that on this particular incident, and with regard to this election, that Rochas was a very desperate man who was calling every other person who was in authority to act on his behalf.
Do you have it on evidence, records, that that call was made from the governor to the RO?
The governor made several calls, and MTN...
No, that's not the question. The question is, do you have it?
Yes,
can you show it?
Yeah, we can get it from MTN. I can't get it alone.
So
all the parties.
Up until we get it.
But Chamberlain, let's make it. We can make this issue. No, we can make this issue simple. Prophecy Bawuchi is still alive. The security agencies should help us protect him and bring him on board Channels Television to give his narrative of what simply transpired. This is where you all come in.
So
now,
what do you do? Did he lodge this report? Because the INEC over has said, look, if any such thing happened, because the accounts they gave us, they don't know where any of this has happened. And if it happened, he should put it in a report and submit to them. Are you aware, has he done any of such? Because we haven't seen if he's done it.
I believe that they have done it.
Or you believe, or you can't say for certain.
No, I'm not an INEC staff. I believe that they have done it. Why they are worried is because this same announcement under duress is also trending on BBC, which also got it covered. Now, but the point I'm making is that the process for RO to make a complaint to the REC and the REC to make a complaint to the national chairman are all internal affairs, which I cannot claim that I know. But I'm certain that the proper thing is being done at the moment.